Hello, Retro Gaming Live fans, everybody VOD watching, future. Good morning, evening, and afternoon to you. My name is Adelaide, I'm the Retro Gaming Idol. You also know me as Lyra here. Um, Today we're going to be doing what is probably the silliest set of randomizer flags that I do for all of this. This is Chrono Trigger randomizer, but like Jets of Time. These aren't the same flags that I ran for the last time this was aired. These are slightly more chaotic, but it's gonna be a good time. It also gives us an alternate win condition just in case we get stuck, which, considering I know where all the chests and probably not gonna happen, but still. Um, as I mentioned last night, I'm not feeling well. Today it got worse, so I apologize if that comes through in my voice at all. But I hope you're all ready to have a good time tonight, because I certainly am. But you know what? We need to take... This is one of those randomizers I keep a notepad around to scribble stuff on. It's probably the one thing I'm missing, actually, is that... Oh, there's actual music. I forgot they added that in, so it's not like blank audio anymore before the run starts. Which is nice because this song isn't heard frequently enough, honestly. So, there will be several ways of completing this team. There will be the Black Omen, which is the space plane that everybody wants to just shoot things at until it goes away. That has some sort of crazy lady as the end goal right there. There is the castle route that leads into 12,000 BC, which will also be going towards the Ocean Palace. That's probably one of the longer routes in the game. And then there's the short route, which is the Chrono layer. But I've also added what apparently has been newer to me in the community. It's called bucket fragments. If I can somehow find 20 of those, listen to all the stuff that I have so far, which is mostly going to be tabs, so tabs, key items, fragments. When I find 25 of those, I can go to the end of time and use the bucket to go to the end fight instead, which is pretty nice. That's an alternate winning condition. I'm going to try to show off the game as much as possible. The incentive for feeding the kitty was met. That will be done at the end of the run so I can time it separately. Just for, you know, half percent. So I will reset once the credits have finished, and then we'll go ahead and go from there and feed the cat. The cat's still going to run away regardless of whether we feed it or not, but he's still going to yell at us because Mom is just mean like that. Alright. What are we starting with today? Alright. That's the part that I'm fine. Frog has pretty solid magic, does okay physical damage. He's definitely more of a healer type. Sure. I see you there. I acknowledge you. And there you are. Alright, so we're getting X-Strike access. Like, so techs are randomized. The shops are free, but the shops are the only thing that give equipment in the game besides boss or like other drops, and those are kind of rare, so. Timer will start once I pass this screen right here. So let's get ready. Take some water, because it's going to be hopefully not too long of a run. Alright. I'm going to probably be coughing a lot, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. So the opening cutscene takes about 40 to 45 seconds. Watch. It's fun, it's fine. Just... I've mentioned the end goals. I didn't mention what kind of chaos this is. This is called Crab Sanity, where all of the chests will contain all the key items I'm looking for. Bosses usually don't have that kind of stuff in these flags, as far as I remember. So this particular category rewards game knowledge as much as it does exploration, and then combat is just like, okay, sure, you can go through that, but fine. If for some reason this run runs really quickly, there's other things we can do, so... Alright. First thing we're going to start doing is taking the first few minutes of the run to shop check and get stocked up with things that we need. Been a while since I've menued in this game. Items are not shuffled for healing items, so what we see is what we get. I'm not getting out of that. But yeah, as I remember, these are going to be the only items we really see for a while, so work with what we got. And what I mean by tabs is they're basically stat boosting items. There's some treasure chests. But those ones are sealed. Okay. Never mind, I'm thinking of the present. So this is the Middle Ages in 600 right now. This is where Frog's home is. We're gonna raid house for a chest. Sometimes there's a new that spawn here. Oh, Robo-German. That is an item that helps out the trash can, which knows where he is. Yeah, it's right there, okay. That's canon. We need to reforge the Mazamune to get him. The Mazamune only requires the broken hilt and broken sword. It does not require the Dreamstone like it used to. They changed that a while back. So. That'll open up the route to Magus's castle, which is through this cave right here that leads into this castle there. Again, that's the longest one in the game. Filters are nice. So Cabin Suit is okay. Any sort of water elemental or other elemental stuff is nice. Male only. Oh, no, I don't need 5. Or... So ethers are located in... Those things are just playing soccer, it's fine. I think I might have taken that encounter out. As I remember, that's 25 fragment. That's one of them. We lost a mountain, that's correct. My nose is really stuffy. So if you want the best early game grind spot is running along this dirt path right here, which we will do at least once. The best grind spot because it gives the most tech points per HP up until you beat the cathedral, in which case that spot disappears. For this one? It's been a little while, I'm being rusty. But yeah, 100% we want to take this encounter at least once. Preferably before we take the encounter in the cathedral, so I'll do this now. Mountains are nice. This is the life. Mountains are nice. Get in your nosy. Here, take this. Good crit. Good crit for level 1, honestly. So this will give you 6 tech points, which... Again, this spot will disappear. It's... not like the best, but I've taken that one at level 1, because it only has 30 HP. So it's good stuff. The best encounter for early game farming, I will show you real quick. I need to stop over here anyways. This fight right here, this fight will give you 8 per kill, but it takes slightly longer to do, so you want some AoE to deal with it, preferably. I'll be giving all my magic tabs to Frog at the start because Frog is an AoE healer and that's one of the things we need in life, so. I prefer having one healer and then one like magic DPS, one physical DPS for my comps. Just like real life. Not you poor thing. I'll save the power tabs for just one. I want to see who this is. If this is Ayla, Ayla is getting them instead because Ayla doesn't have a weapon to scale off of damage with. She only has her fist. If it's not Ayla, we can probably give it to Chrono. Again, I'd rather see who the starting four are before I make my decisions for final party, but Frog will definitely. And that's single target. Target. So Chrono's gonna be kind of dead weight for a little bit, looks like. Getting slowed sucks early because we don't have any speed to really counter them. I hit the wrong person. It's fine. Almost one-tapped it though. I guess this next turn we will target the bottom one with Chrono and the top one with Frog. All the quality of life stuff is on sight scope so you can see enemy HP. I turned on boss monks, I really don't care. These are fun flags, these are not like competitive race flags or anything, because I prefer having fun with people. That's what matters most. Water 2 is a really good pickup early. We need the mana for it though. Our next party member... Yo. I'm not giving power taps with it. In fact, I'm most likely not keeping him in the parties. I am not a Magus liker at all. We will at least give him armor, though. And steal his amulet, probably. That's actually worse, huh? Alright, we'll hold on to him for a little bit, because he's kind of gonna hard carry, because Chrono's not. We didn't really go... Are you okay? You don't look okay. No, he's not okay. I didn't look at the other towns, nor did I look at 1000 for gear, so we're gonna do that really quick now that we have our party members at least partially underway. This is... That is the wrong button. You can tell I haven't played this in a while. I like that little bounce effect it takes when you don't have it unlocked. It just goes boing. I mean, he's just kind of standing there. That's what happens when you sleep. You just hover in midair there. All these stab boosting tabs are modified to make things pretty quick. Speed tab, same thing, because I don't care for slow fights. This is about exploration, this isn't about... What are you? Oh wait, you're tools. The combat's fun, but yeah. Talk to him first. They call it soda in the English version, but it is completely alcohol. I would not want to be drunk on soda or alcohol, because getting drunk on one gives you diabetes. We don't want that. We're here to save the climate, not contribute to the climate's problem. Early dreams. Dreamstone unlocks Chrono layers, that's pretty nice. Northern Ruins, we're not going to take that fight any time in the near future because it's actually legit hard right now. We have magic users, but still. Alright, what do you got, dude? Open up. Really? Can't say I'm a fan of that, I guess. So the first 10 minutes are usually item gathering and various other things to prepare for the run because, again, we do not have either drops and such. We have to rely on what we find. Black Tyranno usually isn't that bad. My nose is completely stuffy. But yeah, every check we're gonna make here is gonna be some sort of goodie. Usually just magic or power tabs though. We're gonna overcap on those real quick. Which is fine. We'll be coming back to the fair later because we haven't met the incentive for feeding the kitties. This will always give you 5 weapons for people. Definitely helpful right now because we have anything. It also has guaranteed revives and guaranteed shelters. If you have Marl in your party, there's an extra dialogue you have to say no out of, so bring her if you don't have to. Seraph songs are nice, they give you a little bit of mana inside party. Red vests are really good. Ruby vests are slightly worse, but they give better defense if I remember right. Those are one. But yeah, I'll be coming back there much later. After the ending credits. Our only options for the start really are to go to Cathedral or go clear out some other stuff. There is one more set of shops we can go with right now. Areas are nice. Ooh, Lapis Party, let's go. Frenzy bands are incredible, and it looks like it got buffed to 90% counter instead of being 80 like it used to. Excellent. I like this. The shop stuff is pretty nice. The shop stuff is nice, just like mountains. Mountains are nice. We want counter because we want free hits, at least for a long time. Later on, it might not be as relevant. It also makes the Tyranno fights pretty funny because you just counterattack almost everything. It's fine for now. Alright, so we're gonna get attacked by shop owners. It's just like, you know... Don't recommend it. Kill him as fast as possible or he's gonna start one-shotting people. Bonk him. And then he'll get scared and start offering you items at ridiculous prices, but joke's on you because we don't have those prices on normal, so... We're getting another free shop available to us. Field circuit. Worse. So we finally found helmets at least. But yeah, welcome to everybody in chat. This is Retro Gaming Live TV, Lost Battle Climate Change, where we are raising money for a wonderful charity that is interested in helping us address one of the most prevalent problems in the planet, which is climate change. Yeah. having really hot summers and really cold winters, and how we're going to try and balance it out and leave that kind of stuff for our future generations. If you are able to, please consider donating. !donate. I will probably remind you guys a couple times in the future in this round. And if you want to check out the other runs, we have another day or so in front of us, so I switched point schedule. I forgot to heal. I wonder I don't have MP. I don't have MP, but also don't. I have shelters, so stop worrying about it. But the next save point is far away, so we're just gonna bounce back and forth because I'm crazy and ADHD like that. Still not really interested in giving other people power tabs. Let's see how our next character is. We're gonna ignore most of these fights. A Moonstone. That's loose. Moonstone will come into handy much. Those guys are just chilling there because they were, you know, kind of stuck in there for a bit until we just freed them. Another fragment. Yeah, we got a secret item that, you know, we shouldn't have because it's not for our eyes and ears. Sorry about that, I am completely stuffed up still. Only costs 8. You can do that a couple times in here, no problem. Okay. There are not too many fights in here we have to take at least, and I'm going to take only the ones I need, because this isn't a great current spot. You don't have anything. You're useless. Hasn't been in the party long enough. I'm just giving him crap. And our wonderful frog is just fragging everything, which is, you know, not really expected, but like, welcome. Nothing in there. Well, there's stuff in there, but it's not really relevant. I'm going to ration out the speed tabs later when I need to. Just give me the items thing. Stop saying it. I mean, they're singing of Magus, and Magus is right there, so, you know, we're just kind of singing his praises while he's just standing there. Which, you know, some people have egos for that. You're probably gonna hear me hydrating, so it's gonna be not too long of a run, but at the same time, it's not a short run either. We're just gonna hop along to our own beat this seed, not really worry about a lot of these fights. I know the pathways to pretty much all of these, so we're just kind of chilling. Avoid what you can, grind the stuff you should, because otherwise you're just wasting time on fights that don't give you as much. We'll bring them another friend, why not? Did you ever get anything? Auto attack bot. You're still not relevant either. The magic is shuffled on all the characters. It's only shuffled up to the point where it is going to be they have what they have, but the order in which they have it is completely random. Did you just die already? Play this next piano, move on to the back half of the dungeon. For a first dungeon, this is pretty, you know, just chill and thematic. The fights in here aren't scary, it's just they're kind of pointless in comparison to the fight in front of the map. That's not a spot for them. Fun facts, the note on the door changes depending on whether you played the piano or not. Level 11 should be enough for this fight. I'm gonna do my best to mute my coughing and stuff like that. I'm not a Pokemon, I guarantee you. I can't even think of any mermaid Pokemon except for like maybe Primarina, which isn't technically a mermaid. Oh, that's fun. That's fun because how pointless it is. I'm just gonna beat this thing up. It's not gonna give us 15 silver points though, sadly. That's later. Thanks, Wef. You on what? Do you have beef jerky for me? Like, I'm hungry, but at the same time I'm not because I'm sick. I had like half of a loaf of bread before this run. Whether I eat anything else tonight, I don't. Probably wouldn't be anything heavy though. We're taking the right box here because the left box is a time waste. Because it's the person side of it, and the person talks more if you open that box, so why would you do that? This is a speed run. Have fun with your criminal justice system. I am here for the climate change system, which is far more and actually going to work for us. King's Room here, nice speed tab. Those are kind of rare, you don't see too many of those in boxes. That's why I inflated the volume of them, so. We'll go to the Queen's Room, which is going to be our next character, and then we figure out what our party's going to do. And you have to get rid of that annoying screeching, which... sound effect. Fragment, nice. Okay, yeah, you're gone now. It's gonna be a physical party, it looks like. So there's all your power tabs right there for the initial part of this run. Because her power scale is really big. Probably close to being capped off too. Okay, we're gonna hold on to that for later. I'm iffy on Chrono, because if I find a magic user, I'm gonna dump him for the magic user. Unless it's trash can, in which case I'm keeping him. Which we know where he is, because he's in the house. So that takes care of our first area. Yes. If you want to go back in there, you can totally go here. Talk to the knight captain, who is hungry, and his troops are hungry, so we need to go feed them. Because, you know, feeding the troops is a good idea. They must fight all the monsters. In other flag sets, you can totally just reset out of this part if you don't care for this key item. Me, I'm going to be doing this no matter what. And he's running around with his head cut off, pretty much. Once you get this dialogue started, you can totally just run away from him and flash past it. So once you hear that line, you can leave. It's going to give you one free item, and then it's going to give you what was supposed to be the key item, but it may not be that. Speed belt. Fine, I guess, sure. And then you get auto-escorted to the bridge, where you start taking part in the fights down here. There's 3 fights and a boss. Start working through. In 2021, war was beginning. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to. Off drop crackers everywhere. It's been a rough couple of days. Oh yeah. You can totally just bonk Ozzy 3 times, that's the end of the fight. Targeted the wrong thing. They're weak to magic, it doesn't really matter what magic you throw at them, just dumb magic. But they resist physical, so... But you just don't really target them at all. Ozzy just kind of stands there and stares at you menacingly, which he's not menacing because he just laughs at you constantly. Flash mills, hyper ethers are nice. Those will restore all your mana later. Good endgame stuff. Oh, that didn't come through, Mike. Apparently crits count as 2. Interesting. So here's our next boss. We've already gotten our item from this, so we're probably not going to get anything from this at all. But all those bodies you just disposed of become Voltron Corpse. Oh, perfect. Guess what we have equipped? Frenzy Bands. What do? Counterattack this. It has 90% counter, so let's go. Whee! He does that 5 times, and then he unleashes some super big attack, but the problem is the counterattacks are going to kill him, so it's fine. This is like one of the most free bosses right here, if you have that particular equipment on. Don't even have to spend mana, just bonk him. Unless he missed, then it's just sad. What do you have? 9. Give me a break. Alright, so heal is going to be like the most important skill we have in the entire party. That's why Frog is a permanent party member in this. And pretty much all my team comps that have him. I already went in there. I was looking for the end. But I'm also looking for this. So this is where you're going to turn in that bromide that you got. You have to talk to the chest first, which is actually just drawers. And then he's going to offer to trade you for it. The rewards you get is much better than Dirty Magazine, so. Because you get one of every tab, including speed tabs. That's amazing. Good chest there. There are only options right now. We have water too, so we can actually go down here and just power through it. Which isn't a terrible idea, actually. And we're healthy enough. So we're going to take all the fights in here because they're actually really good sources of tech points. I might exit out to use shelters because I'm too lazy to use ethers out of combat. One water or two will just completely kill them. Yeah. That's funny. Who needs random encounters? We are the bringers of justice. And lots of flash flooding. Wouldn't that also make us the harbingers of chaos, technically? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. That's even more than the last one, dude. Different enemies, though. But yeah, these are really solid amounts of tech points. Sadly, these enemies do not respawn once you kill them. This is a good farm spot, but it's only good once. So yeah, speaking of flash flooding, yeah, let's prevent that. Let's prevent that by acknowledging that our climate is changing and it's not exactly for the best, so we need to go ahead and tell people that our environment actually matters, because, you know, our kids are going to matter and their kids too. Even just being here and watching this VOD is also really, really important too, because we really appreciate you paying attention to all these lovely runners we've had this weekend. And everybody after this as well. Because we still have about a whole day left of content coming, so hope you stick with us for all of that. Fun! Guaranteed. I need to turn menu cursor on. I thought I turned on battle cursor already. Okay. So what are they? They are things with giant tongues. Caterpillars, I guess? Caterpillars with stingers? That's not pleasant. The only insects I like are Pokemon anyway, so yeah, these things can get right out of here. Alright, so that's going to be a single target heal tech that also purges status effects, which might come in handy just a little bit later. Oh, I have a different one. I think I already done that one? Oh, oh, there it is. There it is. I knew there was one more in here. So I've been playing this game since it came out, like, well over, what, almost 30 years ago now? Jeez. Oh, goodness. This and Earthbound are things that I got under my birthday/Christmas tree because my birthday and Christmas are so close together. Which is sad because less presents that way, but hey, you know what? That's just how it was as a kid. One more trip in here, and we're gonna deal with this boss monster, which no idea what it is. In vanilla, it's Retinite, which is something that you have to deal with water, but guess what? It's randomized. It always spawns from this area right here. Oh, hi. You're getting beat up too. Ha ha ha, now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Oh boy. And Chrono does nothing. Big sad. He'll do more later once we find more power tabs, though. If we keep them, anyway. We know based on the fact that Robo is in Frog's old house, the two magic casters that are more known in this game are locked in places that I generally don't visit all that much. Once I find pendants, I might be interested in checking Factory for one of them, but the other, not so much. So hopefully it's going to be, well, no, speed tab. I would say I'm going to hope for Marley because I am Team Ice Water, which is a really simple, low-cost casting dump truck of magic damage to everything on the field. Cast animation takes a little bit though, since you have to actually make sure you are having that. Just make sure you're lined up in the proper formation so you have the two stood together as fast as possible. Alright, so we dealt with that, but we cannot open up the... what do you call it? We can't open up Fiona's because we don't have that to carry. We're gonna keep moving on. Climbing up to Nautaro here is going to be pretty simple. This doesn't have a lot of force fights to it, at least. Actually, no, we'll take this one. And I'll show you how much you can just get lots of early game tech points off of. You get them for free, too, because you can totally just walk right outside and walk right back in. They'll just respawn. It's the fastest farm for early, so... 8 juicy tech points. The power meal's not relevant, though. I saw another speed. Oh, they can't use them anymore. I am saving these other power tabs for a bit. Oh, you're done. I mean, we cause lots of flash flooding, you know. That's why we're here to benefit the climate change lobby, so we can stop all the awful weather things that are going on with our particular world right now. Couple force fights here. Nothing too major. We run across a new enemy type, which is the Ogun, which is something that has heavy defense unless you burn off the hammer with a fire attack. We don't have that, we're just gonna push straight through them. 50 exactly, let's go. So yeah, not sure where those power tabs are going, but... we're gonna start having spares of them because we have a lot of treasure chests that just have them in it. You can also cast magic on them, but casting magic is slower, so why would you do that, right? How many fragments are we at now? 5 already, jeez. So 25 of them will open up the gate to the last area, but we are a long way away from that, so... Don't worry about it. It's fine. Going for these chests here will spawn a couple of fights up there, which I don't care. Everything in here is easy enough to deal with. That's number 6. Once we get to number 8, be sure to burp, because that's what Barney Gumble did in The Simpsons. You heard number 8, and then you just heard a lot of burping, because it was kind of a sound test thing, and it was funny. Yeah, I'm making a Simpsons reference. Probably the only one I'm going to make, though. This fight I don't care about, so I'm just... I'm taking more fights than I usually do in here, but it's fine. Ooh. Okay. Go with that. The Grand Leon is basically the powered up Masamune, or the Masamune 2. Number 7. You hit A bunch there on the second rock, you can go ahead and grab a rock out of the air. It's going to be one of the color rocks that enable triple text, so you can potentially power your team up even more. I'm happy you're actually watching The Simpsons. Like, the old stuff was pretty solid. I just don't... I'm just not, like, in the mood for really watching it much anymore, but I usually watch, like, 1 episode a week. But that's what we did before, like, the internet happened. We're going to jump down this waterfall here. This chest is only available if you jump down, as well as this chest right here. Normally you get the silver stud in that box up there in vanilla, which is really nice because it cuts all your magic consumption by half. The reason why I'm running around in this pattern instead of running to the left right there is because if you run to the left, you're going to trigger 4 forced encounters and it loses a ton of time. And we don't want to do that. The animations take really long because you have to run over to the next fight, and it's just like a gigantic mess. Heck with that. It's good to watch stuff with your friends and family. Hey, it's our buddy Mountains Are Nice. Who gives you another magic tap for free? It's a fixed spawn. It's fine. Because mountains are nice. There's our other speed tab, which, again, I'm ignoring Chrono for the most. So, if you rush that too much, you get knocked down and have to deal with this one encounter there. Who wants to do that, right? Speedrun. Why wouldn't we be up here for this? Seriously. We didn't climb all this way just for the view, even though the mountains are nice. So this fight is fixed. Just bonk one of them. You're gonna get counterattack when you bonk one of them, so you usually just bonk the green one so it doesn't, like, take up a ton of time in the counterattack animations. And you just straight up bonk him. And now you get the solo fusion technique because your other buddy's dead. Fusion, huh? Oh, that's gross. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. As you can see, Son of Sun here will counterattack everything. He does what's called Roulette Shuffle, which will spin these around and change the weak point. But the first time you want to spin them around so that way it actually lets you deal with this, because oftentimes, because there's not a fifth one here, there's only 4 in the rando, it doesn't let you really start doing damage to them until the first rotation. So there you go, we found it. And we're just going to start hammering it really, really hard. And I didn't want to see that. Okay, we're good. I was worried that I was going to deal more. You never expect this particular encounter. It just happens. But I'm already healing for cap, so whatever. Try to deal as much damage as possible before it roulette shuffles again, because it might change the spawn point of which one the right one is. That is a shadow type attack. Doesn't do a whole lot, but if your HP is low enough, it can bonk you. Good. We're gonna try to one-cycle this, hopefully. Take about 12 hits. Oh, we did one cycle. Okay. Find the next one. I am thankful you are bringing your kids into the world of gaming. The world of gaming is something that should be shared through all generations. It's a good thing. That one. So we were 1 or 2 off. No, it just happens, I guess. Okay, now it's done. Yep, we were 1 off. Oh well. But for this, you get a key item, probably. Maybe. Sonic is a fun franchise. For the most part. Has its misses, but most of them are pretty solid bangers. Is there anything good here? Is the real question. Nope. Nothing good here. So our options are kind of limited here. We've gotten the tools, we've gotten the snail stop item. We're gonna have to go open up Giant's Claw and go through that dungeon for the next bit of action here. But it's Giant Claw. Once you buy the Thomas Pop, it's up here. And for some reason you just desecrate his campsite. Or his grave site. Okay, sure. I'm gonna throw stuff all over it that's gonna attract bees. Fantastic idea. He doesn't seem to mind though. And he just tells you some information that is not really relevant because... Oh, I don't know, this is a randomizer. It at least tells you that's where the Giant's Claw is and you can open it now. Time to shove off. Yar, maybe. Need to clean up my tracker a little bit here. We're looking for Pendant or Gatekeep or something to get us out of these two generations. But this is how Crab Sandy is. Sometimes you just don't find what you're looking for. Quickly, anyways. I am drowning this fight because this fight is actually annoying. Gigasaurs will basically resist physical and just deal lightning damage to you. Just want to get rid of them. Ribbons are good in some games. This game is not. If there's anything, it's been a while. Ah, joke's on me. I haven't checked this area in a long time, so I didn't remember. Yeah? This is a very timeless game that everybody should bring their family to and just make it sure they enjoy it. Counterattacks are nice. Rock Splash by itself doesn't do anything with this comp, so kind of a dead spell for now. Just like potions in Final Fantasy Randomizer, except these ones actually deal 50 and you don't have to menu all of them every single time. The good news is we're already level 20. In order to deal with the final boss, should we actually have to go through that and not through the fragment route, which will take us there anyways. 30 to 35 is generally really safe. Below that, depending on your gear, you can have a not good time. This will always be a rock of some sort. That's never a key item except for... Skipping all these fights, they're not really worth the time, honestly. I check this side. Yeah, we do. We'll have to fight that, but it's a... We'll just drown it. It's fine. We are the bringers of climate change! Haha, we are actually probably villains, maybe. And this fight we can just totally get rid of. And we'll never see that one. Alright, so these are really important. Sadly, I do not have berserkers. I do not have berserkers. If you can kill these things, they're worth a ton of attack points. So you always want to take these. You can only physical attack them. Your accuracy sucks against them. They have about 500-ish HP. Look at that juicy 50 tech points and a mega elixir. Oh wow. Sadly, the lock all does not trigger Frenzy Man, or I'd be happy. Come on, guys, you can do it. That's one. Please. There we go. That was kind of scary. That was getting close to running away. X-Strike is a pretty solid move. Not gonna lie, like, in the short term, since I have a bunch of them and I'm just gonna overcap on them anyways, I'm gonna dump these on you. Yeah, we still have 5 left. And wave 6. Haha. They're everywhere. That'll at least make him relevant to do something in combat for a while, because not having him do anything just makes him dead weight. Oh, joy. Characters that actually aren't that fun to deal with. Ew, it's plus. Gross. I don't want to take this. Feel... So in terms of counterattacks like Iron Orb, it's going to target the person who initiated the command, not the person who deals the most damage. So if I were to target it with, say, Chrono, for example, Chrono would get blocked with the Orb instead. Using X-Strike as an example. Spire would deal good damage if I invested the rest of my magic tabs on him. Which I... So we struck out here. We're honestly running out of places to actually get stuff. Tried to lift it once. They skip the cutscene, but that counts as the finish of the dungeon. Maybe went in here already to feel. Alright, so our only option remaining that doesn't be completely booty is going through the Hecarim Cave, which is normally stuff that's pretty magic resistant, so we're gonna have to use Frog a whole bunch. Excuse me, physical. Free magic and speed tab for you there, no strings attached. I don't want to fight just for in access. Let's use another shelter because, you know, real heroes are adventurers of the road. We don't need inns. Where we're going, we don't need roads even. Blah blah, mystics enemies, blah blah. I'm still withholding my speed tabs on them because I am not decided on my final party yet. And here's the encounters where you start wanting AoE magic for. This entire area has nothing but garbage in it. Dino is nice for a certain section towards the end of the game, which we may or may not be seeing. Because we haven't really found any go-on items besides Dreamstone. That's supposed to be... That's weird that it's not actually keeping my stuff in cursor the same way. I hope you like lots of water too, because it's going to be the thing for a long, long time. Pretty much every encounter in here is going to get drowned. That's what I mean. Are we really heroes? Because we're sitting here causing flash floods and everything. Thank you for the good luck. Much appreciated. So we're just going through all the encounters in here. There's absolutely nothing in here that's going to stop us. The boss might give us trouble, but seeing as how Dalton Plus just got bonked, you know, that's kind of fine. That was one of the harder bosses anyways. The fact that we're actually kind of low on checks, though, is kind of... There's like one or two more in here. I might have to go into Aussie Fort, which Aussie Fort is pretty scary early game. This is still kind of technically early game, but there's a bunch of chests in there that we can grab access to as well. It is like 6. Follow hit sword. Bent sword, there we go, there's some. So this was automatically worth it? Ironically, that's another piece of go mode right there. So technically if we find Bent sword... Or wait, was that Bent Hill Bent sword? Very much. It's not completely relevant to either of them. Because you need both of them anyways. Just out of my tracker's curiosity. Where are you? Is there a key item thing nowadays? Like, says how often I actually get to play this. There's been sword, yeah. Which is actually not that helpful. That was satisfying my own curiosity. We're gonna use one here. No, two. Because we have 2 more encounters in here. And water 2 cost 8. Yeah, everything in here is pretty physical resistant, so lots and lots of water everywhere. Peppermint Cave is also pretty solid for points as well. If you're not gated by the learning 3 items at a time thing before you get future and end of time access. Which I did not turn on. Ooh, donation rate. I wonder how much it was for. Let's see if we can check out the notes. Did not go to any incentive that I'm looking at, but thank you for the donation either way. Much appreciated. And that was a pretty large chunk out of the boss too, so even better. Goodness. Love it. Your contributions are going to make this planet a little bit safer, and we need that right now. Mystics enemies! Ah, it's Yakra! It's the space critter. Team physical, pretty much, more or less. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Has one of the coolest sound effects in the game, though, for what it's worth. Actually, I'm gonna go back and save really quick, because this can soft lock. You can do it in or out of the area to save and reset, but I always do it in, so. Okay. Safely out. Hey, you got something for me? That's not some. That's a nothing. Let's go. First time we see the kitty. We will feed you later. Guaranteed. The incentive was met. Hooray. Always feed the cat before you leave. But yeah, we're really low on options here for what we can do. Could be a couple chests here in this castle though. The chests in here are not linked to each other's time zones, so they're separate chests. There's still a couple of steel boxes in here if you have the pendant, but we haven't found that. This is where Nadia's room is. AKA Marl, AKA go play the game. That's a spoiler, whatever. This game's 30 years old, pretty much. Okay, so this was a complete letdown. So we are unfortunately out of options here. we got the left chest. Oh wait, no we didn't. Hero metal. Okay, we have one more check. One more check. Which hopefully will be something, like, necessary. We skipped it earlier, but if you run into this little guy, you can get a crap ton of tech points out of him. We didn't do it because we were at level 1 at the time. He has 1250 HP. He is going to take a whole bunch. Oh, he lived! Oh, 1234. Okay, whatever. Close enough. He's worth 30 on his own. There's a fight in 12,000 BC where you fight 6 of them that's worth 90, which is also really nice. That's a one-time affair for that one. Please be something. Okay, now we're good. So the hero medal was relevant. Okay. We have our gate key finally, which means we can get back out of here. I am interested in Dactyl's Nest now because you need the Dreamstone for that. It'll also open up another shop too. And places to check other stuff. Alright, so we're breaking and entering right here. Hooray! You can eat the cake on the table if you want to, because, you know, you can be greedy and heal up off that, but I don't. If we were a cake eater, this would be like the Sandlot or something. So welcome to 65 million BC. We are going to immediately jump back in the hole we just made. And this will open up other places that we cannot access before. So. The end of time. Once we get enough fragments, we're gonna go bonk that. Does this tell you anything now? Stop sleeping. I want to save really quick though. I don't trust. I do not trust him. What am I looking at? I don't like the way he says you have other skills that can get you by. I really don't. Curse the English language and its double meaning for everything. Ayla is not a waitress. Because Kefka is not a waiter. No, I do not want to try it out. Thanks. Alright, so we have access to doing different things now. Including 12,000 BC, which will open up another shop for us. And also opens up another bunch of dungeon to deal with, too. I would like to explore other options instead of going through this route, though, if at all possible. So we'll see what happens. I'm just here to shop check, mostly. I originally wanted to make climbing and destroying this island a donation incentive, too. That would have been pretty fun. Head's Arm's pretty solid if we get Trash Can. It hasn't been selling much, though, sadly. So your Epoch, your Wings of Time, have been transported to 65 million BC through that place you just went to. That's where your stuff is parked right now. It automatically shifts itself there when you go through the gate key. Clean up tracker. I know. Alright, so let's keep exploring. Let's keep exploring. There's like one forced fight here. It's not that bad. But you can run away from it still. You can also just water to it because we're doing that for everything apparently. Why not? It's easy enough. Excuse me. I'm definitely sick, sadly. My face feels like it's on fire, my cough is pretty heavy, but we're getting there. We'll get through it. Did take a test and it's not COVID, though. Yeah. why would you throw away Icky Rock? Just collect it and put it on a shelf or something. Ooh, many layers. Let's go. Magic seals are pretty decent. White nails are great. Those will absorb lightning damage. Sadly, it's not red mail, which is far more useful. I got a slasher from somewhere and I have no idea where. The mid-ethers are pretty nice. Alright. As I mentioned, you need the Dreamstone to come here, so... right there, here. This will be our last character check, though, it looks like. We're gonna have to hope for the best. Can't run from you. It's ironic that my face is technically a fire source, because I don't have any fire spells right now at all. I guess that means I can just eat some spicy food and breathe fire or something. So that's how you cast PK Fire in real life. You just drink some spicy stuff and then just breathe everywhere. There you go. I didn't want to get into that fight. This one I think is forced. Oh, thank God it's not. Wing dates are awful because they're kind of magic resistant to a point, especially like ice magic. Water magic in general. The jerky! Boy. That's the jerky, man. Yeah, whatever. Oh, that's a jerky. I guess we just deal with them. I wanted to run away, but can't run from all. The pull leaders are kind of nice too. It's like 60 if I remember right. Last character check is Fire Girl. Okay. You know what? I'll take her. So, if you are new to my community, this is one of the channel memes that I have, which is probably trash. And we call Robo Fire, so it's Team Dumpster Fire. Yeah, there's 3 chests in there. Oh, that's just only magic dude. We're gonna go full trot door and burninate everything. And Frog becomes a house. Because Grand Leon. There we go. And now we are good for that. What should we start with? That's not bad, actually. So we actually rolled a decent Luca here. If I remember right, we're actually not in Gomo now? We kill Black Tyranno, go to there. And we can just follow that route and see what happens. They might have changed the go mode for this. Past my knowledge. Oh, hi. Reptites are big and angry. Oh, they're more numerous and angry. Very, very angry. So angry. Flame Kick's actually pretty solid single target. Probably not gonna water do everything in here, it's just not worth it. Stuff is pretty squishy. Especially with crits. Four HP, come on, Luca. That's why you're garbage. Alright, this one I want to actually blow up. I don't mind dealing with 2, it's 3 that just take forever. Oh yeah, we would need the Ruby Knife to actually like go and finish the game. So we're not technically in Gumbo now. We're 1 away though from a lot of different paths. How many fragments are there? Oh, okay. So I still need to search through as much as possible in here. Whether we find anything useful, I don't know. We shall see. I don't know why I went this direction, it's never required. Crazy, I guess. Alright, so we kind of wasted time there. Fine though. We're still plenty ahead of schedule. And we're actually in a pretty good pace here too. Down you go, we're not chasing you this time. Alright, so there's a couple of chests in here, but they're behind like teleport panels, like the weirdest thing. I don't think any of them are actually required to completing anything. I think I'll take that one. If you want, you can take the leftover magic tabs and actually, now that you're done with these two, give them to Ayla. This will affect her heal amount, plus it'll also affect her tailspin, which is considered either shadow or non-elemental damage in this particular randomizer. Oh, that's good. I had to fight this fight twice. Kind of annoying. It's better just to kill them instead of running away from them, because the animations they get when they kick the volcanoes are pretty annoying. Take forever too. And we're in go fast mode. Oh no! Drown them! Drown them all! So this particular seed doesn't look like a Black Omen seed at all. Because the chest in Black Omen wouldn't have any sort of... here we go. It wouldn't have any sort of go mode items in there for a different path. Oh my god, stop. This is why you kill them immediately. Boing. We either need bent hilts, we would need ruby knife, or both the cloning chrono triggers. We are 1, 1, and 2 away. Also, this tracker is awesome because it has a button for cutting the cap. Oh boy, it's Flash kind of sucks because he's immune to water. So it's time for dumpster fire / Ayla to do work. That's terrible damage, honestly. That's way more. Here's our win condition for this encounter. Yeah, the game does have a little bit of photosensitivity to it, mostly in the boss flashing animation. There's not much else past that, except for the final GG part, but I think they actually took that out in the rando where it just goes crazy. If that's for some reason still in this seed, I apologize. In far advance. It should not be, though. Which makes me surprised they actually left that in for the rest of the game as well. That's not what I wanted to press. Crap. That's one more encounter we didn't want. If you press the left switch, you open up hits to drop them downwards, and it also, in Giant's Claw, drops a kitty down there, and we don't want to save the kitty and then feed it later. But cats, for some reason, like jumping in pits in this game. It's really... You're gonna adventure some little monsters. Hi, Azalea. Azalea's like Queen of the Reptiles. I don't know what you are. Oh, you're the no. Okay. This is fine. Azalea is very physical resistant, so Ayla's just gonna stand there and look cool, I guess. She doesn't have that much HP, though. Could be enough. It's not. So we're gonna wait a little while. Good spot to hydrate. We're gonna wait for the defenses to drop. Moves defense and is storing power. Okay, there we go. So obviously, because this thing is just sitting there, Rock Throw's not gonna... That's a lot of damage, holy crap. So it's not, jeez. On a single person in this game, that's actually really high attack damage. Countered! Combo breaker! That's the end of you. Good XP though. So we're gonna watch part of the cutscene that is normally supposed to be here. It's the Lavos dropping stuff, except for that particular part. So while we're waiting on this cutscene, go ahead and check out the incentives. If you want to donate towards anything, we are at 150 out of 200 for Pro Piece's Bloodstain run tomorrow. Well, today now. It's the Zangetsu only, which I believe is a weapon only challenge. So we only need $50 more for that incentive. Also, we have different bid wars for Power Blade and Mega Man 10. So reverse stage order or random order. The random order is $10 in right now. The Mega Man 10 run is a $5 difference right now, so it's $15 and $20. So if you want to see any sort of Mega Man or base during Mega Man 10, please go ahead and consider bidding towards those of the character of your choice. We're back here again. But at least we can go back to prehistoric again, because there's other stuff we want to do while we're here. The Sun Keep, we got that Moonstone a lot earlier, so we're gonna go ahead and drop that off here. His Warm. Maybe we'll be coming back to that later. At 600 AD, you can get a tab from a bot in there as well. Only in that time. It's probably the most annoying check in the game right here, which could potentially have one of our Go mode items stuck inside of it. The reason why this is annoying is because there's no real path that's quick about this. Get all the chests in here. This is just a whole lot of pain. But I've had Go modes be stuck in here before for this category. I'm gonna go ahead and clear them out. I am walking in a specific way so we do not have to deal with a ton of encounters. Some in here are forced, others are definitely not. Fragment. This one's forced. Think we can run away from it though? Yeah, Kill-Wallers are kind of cool to just spin everywhere. Same creature to give us a magic tab up on the map earlier. So yeah, this area is just a lot of nothing, honestly. This is where you would normally come after Mila for the first time, if I remember right. Because you go here to fight Nizbel, which is in the dungeon right past this. But since this is Crab Sanity, it means these chests actually have value to them in terms of whether they can be something for a Go mode item. There's anything right there. It is, okay. So we're getting a lot of decent fragments here, but we're not getting much of anything. Would I call this a worthwhile check? Kind of. Prism Shard. Ooh. Okay, this is starting to gain more value as time goes on. Okay, I forgot about that. It's up here, that's the chest. So there's two chests right here. This one is guarded by these morons. Who are not worth your time. Yeah, you get a cutscene right over there. It's taken out of the randomizer. There's one more chest here. We're actually kind of close to where we're at here. There's a lot of friends. 17. We only need 8 more. Yeah, not much action in here. The fights in the next dungeon are a little bit more worth your time. These absolutely are not. We did find goodies in there, so not completely worthless. Alright, so we're gonna wait for one of these. These things right here are gonna start digging holes into the ground. Anything that spawns kind of close to this isn't gonna lead to a chest at all. So if we're gonna wait on one of them, we're just gonna wait on. These probably won't have anything but tabs in them normally, since they're weighted against because of RNG. That one's not gonna spawn anything. I don't think that one is either, actually. Are you guys gonna behave? Maybe? They're kind of like little... I would call them bomb retrieval units. Okay, that one's a little better. But they certainly like to sniff out holes in the ground. It doesn't matter which hole you go down, though, you still have to fight at least twice. And you can't run from these, so it's time to just squish them, or drown them, one of the two. Even plants don't resist water in this game. Also, you, like, spin down holes, and that's, like, the coolest animation ever, honestly. It has only, like, 3 things. The 2 chests on the bottom floor, because these ones don't have anything of value in it. Karma is nice for getting equipment and such off enemies that don't normally have them. It also gives her something to cast in combat when she's sitting there doing nothing. This and this might have some. We're moving this way so we don't get any of these encounters. That cave over there only leads the way out, doesn't do anything. This looks forest, but it's not. Alright, here's where Nisbel 1 normally is, but today is a really long cutscene still. It's kind of big and ugly like Nisbel, but it's not. That's immune. Alright, you know what to do here. You don't need me telling you anything. Whoa! Spicy damage. Gotta love big numbers. So good. And this is... the pendant. Nice. Okay, now we're getting places. That was totally a worthwhile check. The pendant actually opens up a whole ton of stuff. We don't have a certain girl for that though, so that particular area is still not open, but the good news, the pendant still opens up a ton of stuff, so let's go. Because it comes pre-charged with these flags, thankfully. There you go. Oh, that's 1,000. However, we have the jerky, which means we can turn it in here. When you do this in vanilla, she offers $10,000 for it, but you're nice, you give it away for free. Totally has value in doing that. I wonder why it opened up all these if you don't have the pendant. Turn that off. Clean up the tracker a little bit. Okay. So, as I mentioned previously, 680 will have another tab for you in here. It's not finished charging yet, though, and we don't have that particular arrow's access, so... Because we don't have a certain princess in this party who is actually stuck in that era, so... I don't think the Sea's going to ask us to do that at all, actually. Alright, our hunt is going to take us to the bowels of a really annoying dungeon. That is also really long. Can save in there. Haha, my secret incentive has been met. The secret incentive was you all having a good time in this particular run. Which means you get rewarded with Pain Dungeon. There's a lot of fights on Mount Woe that I don't really want to take, and there's some that there are. If you remember earlier in the run when we fought those giant stone things, yeah, there's more of those. We'll take those. And try to skip the rest for what we can. That's there in vanilla as well. So these things exist. They get to where they don't exist. How about... Okay, fine. Game wants to be like that, not let me one-shot them. Feels bad, man. So you have 2 sets of them. If you really want, you learn Charm recently. So you can just do that. Ooh, Hyper Ether, nice. Come in handy later. Alright, next boss right here. Could be okay on mana, but I am going to pop a couple of these. That's the Oh, it's not there anymore. Okay, cool. It used to be the Mud Imp and the red and blue beasts, but it's there now. Okay, great. So these are the same ones you ran across in other eras, so just bonk them. I don't want to fight Bantamip. The reason you don't want to fight them is because after a certain amount of damage, they drop the Imp, and it counts as 2 separate HP pools, and it's just annoying, so why would you fight them? The Mega Elixirs are more than welcome. Makes the last couple of fights really, really safe. Not much to talk about up here, though. That's the bad part. So, not sure if we have any new incentive donation. Not yet. Yeah, this is just more of the same. All the fights are spread out for the most part, and are mostly skippable. Fuck. The good news about Luca and Marley is, well, Marley, Marl, whatever, is they both have high hit rate, so unlike Chrono, who has hit rate the size of a broadside of a barn, they can actually hit pretty reliably on things that have high evasion like that. We may have to go to Aussie Fort next, unfortunately. Which, the fights in there are pretty brutal. We should have enough levels to survive at least some of the counterattacks and stuff now, though. And our gear's pretty decent, too. Let's have high accuracy, lady, jeez. Don't make me regret investing in you. Blaze Kick will make me not regret investing. That does a lot of damage. That's gonna make certain fights a complete cakewalk. Alright, this fight sucks, don't take it. The gargoyles here will... They throw yo-yos at you, and they also use a spin kick, which will drop your HP to 1, so they can just one-tap you if you're too slow in killing them. They don't have a lot of HP, but they're still annoying. They're not really worth taking encounters on anyway, unless you want to charm them or something. Yeah, this trip wasn't entirely not worth it. Got a fragment out of it. And some more tech points. Not much you can do in skipping fights in this mountain, sadly. That's why it's usually a big, large time waste. I think we needed 8 when we came in here, so we only need 7. Hi, you. Fuck. Protect is just like the item, it just costs magic to use instead, so... Or the same, really. It's good to have an extra source of it, though. Because protects, like barriers and shields, the items are not always commonly found, so... We got pretty lucky in finding both of them. I don't think you can run from this one. Oh, thank goodness. So many annoying fights to deal with. You would think being like stuck between a fight and, you know, the endless abyss that would force you to actually take the encounter, but no. He's a man-eater. Good song if you look that one up. Yeah, it does cause confusion on everybody's one at a time, but still, like, don't fight them, they're not worth it. It's like most of the rest of the stuff up here. Okay, I guess we kill this one. Or not. Took a while to run from that. Good news is we're almost out of here. Almost. Here's your save point. But yeah, out of all the characters, the only one we haven't seen that hasn't really been named is Marley, who I named after myself during runs, so. Because best girl. But other than a couple of fragments, this dungeon was kind of a bust. So the value may be on Aussie for it, sadly. See if you have anything. This is normally Giga Gaia, but we'll see what it does. Oh, it's vanilla. Is this even randomized? Yes, it is. The green dream. Okay, that helps with an auto revive in case you're like really struggling. But we're fine. Might use that for like final fights or something. We're gonna mostly ignore that and just blaze kick it. Yeah, the HP to survive these. What's the drop kick? Oh, it's blaze kick. Hiya! Bonk, bonk, bonk. Woo! Almost 4K, let's go. That should kill it. Yep. I was gonna leap slash if not. Yep. That's a pretty killer fight. If you're unprepared for it, the AoE can deal a lot of damage to you, but thankfully we had the levels for it. See if this is even worth it. So far, it kind of was. And one of my water bottles is dry. Oh well. I got a spare here. No armor, totally not worth it. It works for Frog, though. It works really well because it protects his status and such, but not a go mode item. We have dealt with that entire area and got almost nothing out of it. Which means the only option left to go this way. Alright, so exhaust all your other options before coming in here. This fight, if you're not at this level or better, like these fights in here are actually really scary. This is why you put this off until last, so you actually have the XP needed for it. Bye-bye. Begging for mercy. Oh god. Alright. Alright, second place kick. You can stop that right now. Thanks. Alright, that did. Well, hi. Free damage, because frenzy bands are OP. The elixir is kind of nice. Yeah, randomly. Our Discord ping bar. For the first couple, I'm gonna go ahead and walk outside so I can just use shelters instead. So there are secret chests in here you need to actually, like, have some knowledge of. But I'm gonna show them to you, so it's all good. A total of like 6 chests and I'm gonna fight them. No. Okay. Oh, never mind. Bye bye. Pickles are disgusting. That's a subjective opinion. Don't at me. Alright, that's where Nizbel was. Okay, that's not pleasant. We don't have lightning damage to deal with this, so we're gonna have to brute force it. Probably a fire wheel at least, that's something. After a while of abuse, he'll unleash an AoE lightning counterattack. Or, you know, he'll just die instantly. Funny. Ouch is a word for that. Sure, you just took like 6k in one round. Alright, so that... Ignore that for a bit. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar says so. Probably filled with goodies. Yeah, here's what happens if you touch that. If you grab that, he still runs away, but he's like, ha ha ha, and you lose, like, all of your HP but 1 on everybody. So why would you do that? Why would you give him the satisfaction? Just grab that. Here's a secret chest right here. Chrono trigger, that's I already have that on my for some reason. Oh, that's what... You only need 5 more fragments, that's good news. Alright, this is kind of scary, but we have enough to deal with it. So. Deal with these in whatever order you mostly want between these two. I choose die. Eh, 4,000. Let's go. Boing, boing, boing. That's why you kill Slash first. Because she's like, oh crap, I'm out. I wouldn't even bother charming them, honestly. Just smash them before they start killing you. You live? Oh, okay. Shame on you. You're supposed to get one tap like everyone else. That's in that. Yes, what in the... Okay, this was mostly a bust, but we found a Chrono trigger, I guess. That's something. We don't even have future access for that, though, right now. In all fairness. This fight functions in the exact same way it does in 600. Just you have to deal with it less. Kitty. Good kitty. Cause chaos and destruction. Yeah, Blaze Kick is really good when you're maxed out on stats. But yeah, this was mostly a bust, I think, because I need future access. I think I need to go and do trial, maybe, if I can. Yep, kitty cause chaos and destruction. What kitties are good for. Why, if you don't want them near something, you close the door. Just let them have their own part of the house. Just leave all the good stuff in your own part. Because they will eat wires and all sorts of crap. Unless you teach them not to, in which case, just make sure you're doing it gently. Love your animals. So... Go here. Here's hoping this will work. Hi. We're going to party swap. Because you have the most attack damage. Take her away! Whee! Okay, so this will be our future access finally. I'm thankful this worked without Marley. We know she's in factory though, but I've already invested the majority of what I want, so. Team Water is not a thing, sadly, this scene. It's Team Blaze Kick. Which, how much damage that's dealing? Yeah, it's worth it. This is what happens when you commit crimes against nature. Oh yeah, except it might not be Dragon Tank. We've had some vanilla bosses this season, but I don't think it's... It very well could be, honestly. Open up. You can wait in here a whole bunch and they'll take you away to get executed. Yeah, this is a fair justice system, apparently. Why would you wait? There's loot in here. Yeah, this is random. Hiya! Where do I think I'm going? Wherever I feel like. What are you gonna do about it? The prisoner's escaping! And she apparently has max health already? No kidding. Here. We've had a lot of tech points so far. I didn't realize I was capped on her already. Jeez. You don't gain extra points when you're capped. That's how you know when you're actually done. I'll show you how to loot everything in prison here. Fragments are nice. There's a little trick right here. Bonk him. He's gonna start talking to you here. Don't listen to him. Because otherwise he blocks the doorway and wastes your time getting past him. That's how you save a couple seconds. Time is important. The prisoners escaping. Arrgh. They have little toothpicks, it's cute. Aww. I was just trying to stealth you, jeez. Now you're gonna get killed instead of just knocked out. Shame on you. Not my fault. Get med tonics from them, starting from this room here. Hi, Frets. Save the Frets. You can only access a shop when you have Chrono on party. Which we do this season, that's fine. A fragment. We're getting closer. Dungeon was worth it. Oh yeah. They did pull no punches at all. They're just straight up medieval torture and execution. Of course you save them. We save people around here, that's what we do. Hey. That's nothing. We're walking between these two to avoid fighting them. Because those things suck. Not worth the time spent. For some reason, you can actually climb down this wall here. Totally makes sense. Like Wizards and Warriors. I like this little animation there. It's like a peak emote right there. That'd be a really good animated peak emote, actually, for any of the characters that you like in this game. Or maybe like a lurk emote, too. Because they are very synonymous with each other. Alright, these are the last two of the encounters in here. Stay away from me. Don't touch me. There is no escape for you. And 5 mid-tonic. Not that we need him for cap. We're getting close to being finished already for attacks. Sounds like Dragon Tank, that's false flag too. Ah, it is! No, I'm not getting Robo. There's no Team Trash Fire this year. I might have to grab him for story purposes to access Magus Castle, but other than that, no. They are not immune to water. They are immune to fire, though. Don't do that. Just one-shot them instead. The Valkyrie is the best weapon in the game for Marley, but... yeah. Oops. This isn't guaranteed to be anything, it's just there. One more. Run away! Good news is this opens up pretty much every other check for the most part. There we go, now we have future access in our tracker. We can also access all the sealed chests and doors in the game too, which means lots of goodies to get. Hopefully our go mode's in one of them. There's a lot of shops here in the future too, so be sure to check them. Hey, money, it'll be good. You have to be getting close by now. Two more, actually. The lap 16 is just a bunch of junk. Don't bother with it. Grab the chest and leave. Walking in this way so we don't trigger any encounters. That's one of the two, geez. I just wanted to show these off. I'm not gonna fight them. They're not worth it. Virtually no encounters anymore, though. There's only one other chest. There's only 4 total. I thought this corner had one, but I guess not. There was one in this room, and then there was a few in the left. I think we're done in here. Yeah, 1. Two. Yeah, 3 and 4. Okay, there's only 4 chests, I believe. Less encounters, the better. Now, if we get 25 fragments, there's still enough time to at least check to see what the last go mode is. If it's like Ruby Knife or something, that's still faster. If it's one of the other two at this point, it may just be worth it to clear. It'll do you good. I get it. Aerostome, you fight one boss in here, which probably isn't going to pose any sort of difficult challenge. We have pendants so we can access all the chests. Ah, that's it as well. Executing program. Well, guess what? The program that's about to be executed is you. Ooh. Scary. Probably should have just Fire World there, actually. It would have been easier. Yeah, it would have been much easier. Yes. You die now. Bye-bye. Silver studs are nice. Catch the Rattata, I guess. It's youngster Joey's Rattata. Get it. It has perfect EVs. We want it. No, get back here. And just missed it, darn. I got hooked in that one wall right there. Fortunately for you. Well, unfortunately, you have to walk all the way back up here for that. Slash A, so you make sure you're actually grabbing the frames on it. You must talk to the rat to actually open up the door. You only need to talk to it once. We need 1 fragment, we need bent hilt, or a clone. Yeah, I think those would be good at this point. And Ruby Knife, that would be a thing too. So any of those items would be perfectly fine. I guess we're probably more likely to find the fragment considering the odds of how many are in the pool, but you never know. This could be anything. It could even be a boat. We took the mystery box. Hop in. Yep, there's the last fragment. So we're technically in go mode now, but I'm curious what the first thing it's going to throw at us is. If it's anything else but Ruby Knife, I'm just going to go ahead and end it. And then we can do something with other time. Because there's no point in going through Black Omen anymore. It's just going to take too long and we'd run over Estima. Because there's a lot of bosses in there and a lot of fights. About half of them are unskippable, so it's not a good dungeon. Magus Castle would also take a while too, but we would slightly run over Estimate with that, based on how many encounters you have to take in that castle. And then still deal with going through Ocean Palace. So, Ruby Knife or nothing at this point. We're back. I know, I just said. The good news is we can pretty much end it at any time, so within the next 45 minutes, if we don't find Ruby Knife, we can just push out through our next item, which is great. Good song though. Let music box. Wait, hold on. It's actually a little bit better to go here first and pull this. And then just have this up. Now we can go through that. Sewer access, there's one boss in here. It's probably not going to be scary. The fights can be unrunnable. Yeah, that one. Unless they've been fixed in more recent patches. Okay, yeah, that's one. Hi. And cutscene. Which thankfully gets skipped in random. But, joke's on you, we already have that. I don't think there was anything upstairs, actually. There's only 3 chests in it. So one of them was right over here. The second one would be up there at the top where we just were. And then the third chest, right here before the boss. We don't have to actually fight anything in here. So going the other way first to backdoor it is 100% the better play. Otherwise you have to go through a whole nother floor of the dungeon plus a boss. Lab 32 is pretty quick track. Requires 2 force encounters though? Yeah, 2. Which are a joke at this point. Unless the race log doesn't count as one, in which case we don't need to do that. Yeah, it's been a while. Forget my old people syndrome. A mop. Lovely. Well, this place does need to be cleaned up. It's pretty awful looking. One boss fight in here, one chap. And it's a jet boss. Cool. Hey, guess what you did earlier? Actually, you ran away. That's funny. The Prism Helm's well worth it, though. Holy crap. That'll protect you against all status effects, but we don't need to throw it on Frog, because we have it on no armor. There's our bent hilt. Okay. That's Magus Castle. Now we're in traditional go mode, and I'm gonna go ahead and run with that. Because we have just enough time, actually. Since we found that really early. If it didn't show up in the next, like, 10 minutes or so past that, I would have easily just called it not an actual go mode. But we have 90 minutes to do this. I'm like, oh god. Oh goodness. Alright. We are reuniting Dumpster Fire, but we're not using them. Oh yeah, I gotta go fix it first. That'd be a really good idea, actually. Just saying. Whoa, hahaha, joke's on you. I actually have to fix the Maximum before you give it to him. Who knew? Haha, totally me. Hey, you take this. This cutscene and randomizer is condensed, by the way. Still enough of a cutscene for a hydration break, though. And they took all the text out of it, too. So Magus Castle has a few bosses, and about 50% of the encounters are skippable, so... It's slow-ish, but it's still better than Black Omen. That's my subjective opinion. This is the Mousum. The airship music is really good in this game. And it's comfy too. Unlike the Deathbird music, it's not comfy. It is, oh god, why are you in this go mode, Bob? 'Tis thee again. Here you go, trash can. You can have those. Of course I noticed his power. The chat wanted it. Team Dumpster Fire is reunited, but not in combat. It was required anyways going this route, so... You got what you're looking for. And also donated for, Smile, because we have a incentive to do at the end of this run. With Frog and Party, time for you to bust that mountain open you were talking about earlier. My name is Glenn. I'm going to kill the person who ran Star Tropics earlier. No! You technically don't kill him, don't worry. He rarely ever rolls to Magus, Vanilla, in the castle, so it's fine. Also, I love Jester dearly. We have been friends for many, many years in person, so... We are going to bring honor to his name by vanquishing his clone, an evil twin. How about that? That's much better. Yeah, you can slice the mountain open. Yeah. You go through the magic cave, which is great, because that place sucks. They're gonna be pretty high level by the time we leave here. Because you have two sub-bosses, you have a epic fight that opens up the final dungeon. And then we gotta run through that fight. If we don't have enough tech points by then, there's a couple spots we can farm up real quick. I need to shop check the last 12,000 shops I need stuff in there. That's fake, isn't it? Wait, you can skip those? No way. No way, game. You can't skip those, can you? Is this game that nice to you? You can skip the side corridors? What? When is this a thing? The power of randomizer compels you to just skip a whole bunch of crap on the sides. Alright, we go speedy zoom and save a couple minutes here for not having to go that way, apparently. Oh, never mind, you have to. Okay. Never mind. That just gets that fight out of the way, so that's as intended. Alright, I'm looting your place. Deal with it. Relieve us of this misery, I believe. Time for you to get washed away. Just like the Drifter. Let's go, Drifter, drift away. Such a fun character. And then they turn him into Elias, who is also a good character, too. Alright, what are you? Oh, geez, lovely. Gross. Alright, you die now. Crap boss. Alright, so for this fight, do not kill all three of these. Kill one of the side ones and then the middle one. And then just proceed to process massive amounts of damage. Because the side panels will just heal her constantly, and that's annoying. You probably out DPS it, but whatever. If you do AoE here, you will kill all three of them, and then it becomes a DPS race, so don't subject yourself to that. Just smash her. God, that's getting spicier by the moment. We have another silver stud, excellent. This was totally a worthwhile go mode. Jeez. So for the final set of encounters, we're going to be replacing the Frenzy Bands with Silver Studs on our casters. And then we'll move the amulet over to Ayla, I think. Skipping that chance. This one's free, though. Don't talk to any of them. They're just annoying. Alright, so... whoever you attack with here is going to get all their mana stolen. This is a vanilla thing. The boss after, however, is probably not vanilla. Because we've already fought both leaves. Actually, I haven't fought vanilla one. Oh wait, no we did. It was in... Sun's place. Never mind. Attacker 13 stun. who is about to get a daily dose of Aikiku. For those who hang around my community, we tend to watch a lot of Gaki no Tsukai, and getting Thai kicked is a thing. It's funny. I do not have heals. Yes, I do. Okay, come on. Can you stop? Okay, she resisted. Cool. Oh, that damage is so spicy. Heard about it from the ancestors. Yeah, you're getting Taikiku. Spicy. Jump class. It looks like you still have to do all three of the things in here in order to go upstairs, but you can pick the order at least. Not the real Jester. Yeah, getting Thai kicked in the rear is hilarious. Except for the person getting kicked, obviously. Yeah, we might have to actually stop by new farming and do a couple of stairwell encounters, but then that we should... Let's go. Let's climb, friends. And as I mentioned, you can run for about half of these encounters. It'll save you some time. I couldn't mute that time. These fights are totally not worth taking most of the stairwell fights, so we're gonna kill them again. Hey, Ozzy. Same kind of things as earlier, so don't worry about them. Sorry, I had a massive cough spike there. We're gonna ignore as much of these as possible. Alright, so these are fixed, but I never remember the full pattern, so we usually drop down a couple of them. It's the first one you have to kill a whole bunch of these things, let's just drown them. Just drown them. When one crank operates all of them, naturally some of them are just going to be way out of sync compared to others. Yep, totally makes sense. So for these, 2 of these are fake and lead to encounters. Okay, if you find a fake encounter, the one across from it cardinally, which will be the south one in this instance, will also be a fake. The side ones, one of them will lead back upstairs, the other one is a save point. It's random, and it's random every time, so... Sometimes you get save ability, sometimes you don't. I'm gonna get like 30, I think. Okay, that's the same. There you go. Oh yeah, 2, thanks. You go like straight charge in front of him, he's gonna throw you down there again. Okay. These ones you can't run away from. Those jugglers suck. So what we're gonna do here is we are going to go attack that. So it switches its defense, then we firewall here. And that'll one-shot it. And then we just deal with this thing, which compared to that thing is a giant joke. Because we still have counterattack on. There's a better way of handling this stairwell, but I don't remember what it is. I'm gonna wait till this one goes off screen. Gonna just fight these singles. The Rolly Bombers will obviously in their name. Ah, darn. Too slow. Ah. Which at this point is no longer a threat to you. Got the blah sword. Even watching the replay of that, I couldn't even catch what the heck that sword was. This is one of the last floors that has unskippable encounters. We're almost to the top, actually. Do I have flare yet? No, I fired too. Never mind. So the last part is actually kind of annoying. It's going to take 2 rounds to kill it, sadly. Because we don't have a lot of physical damage. At least for AoE. Actually, no. What we can do here is we can waste mana. Watch. I have a better idea. Azalea's actually done with her attacks already. Let's do this. Let's Dino Tail. This is a big waste of mana, but whatever. And then... she'll use looping. That's the spirit. There we go. That's one of the most annoying fights in the game, honestly. There's other ways of dealing with it quickly, but that's one of the few I know of. Okay. Alright, just run off the side here and skip all these encounters. I don't think these are gonna spawn anything more, because... yeah, it's a Goma dungeon. Hard. Hardy. This is the same as Ozzy Ford, except there's more targets to deal with this time. You can charm them if you want to, which is actually kind of funny. How do you charm a Switch, huh? Put a Nintendo game in it? Oh, it actually kills them? That's hilarious. I guess it's any action, then. You kill a Switch by apparently giving it kisses. Alright. Sure. I guess if your dog's trying to kiss it with its tongue or something, and just be like, oh, blah, blah, slobber. Yes, charm the crank. It's totally natural, it's fine. That guy was totally bent. One of the better lines in this game, actually. And now, we have no idea what we're gonna fight here. Except creepy music. That doesn't go on here. Wait, no, this would go on Loco. Any sort of elemental resist here, consider it. The real final boss? Not exactly. It actually doesn't show up. But we will be fighting that 11 times later. For our donation incentive, which got met earlier today. Well, earlier today for me, earlier yesterday for... ah, it's a mirror match. Alright, I think we have blue vests actually, that would have been nice, but oh well. We have mermaid caps, we should be okay. This? I think it's shoot. No, it's barriers. Yeah, throwing a barrier everyone for the remainder of the fight. Every barrier change is something you actually have access to, taking advantage of it. Which is not fire. I told you it was a clone, just like the SVJ in here is an evil clone. Double hit is a physical attack, though, mostly, so it's not like super good damage. But the barriers we put up are actually going to keep us alive through this, and, you know, heal us too, because lightning elemental. We can try to go. The other Taikiku. Oop. I guess we can just heal your MP or something. Because we have mid-ether access, thankfully. When you risk casting a spell, go full out and just kill him. You're probably going to want to heal with Frog here, which I'm actually going to do once. But when he risk casting a spell, he drops all of his elemental defenses, so just hit him with whatever you have access to that's hard hitting. And there you go. Only one more spell to get. Unfortunately, it's Flare. Oh. Alright, so final boss preparations. This is going to be your last chance to shop. You're back in 12,000, but you have access to the Sky Gates now. Start over here. Here's some of the best music in the game right here. Green Magus, yeah, you're right. Ooh, full tonic stick. Alright, so that first shop check wasn't anything too major. Helpful, but not required. Yeah, I think this is the best song in the game, honestly. Alright. One new is scary. How about 6 of them? So yeah, 90 tech points. The biggest amount of tech point drops in the game. Honestly. You only get to do this fight once. I mean, it's totally scary when they start headbutting you for like all of your HP -1, and then they actually connect with the low percent chance of actually dealing 1 damage to you after you're at 1 HP and die. You can die to new. But you know, I guess that doesn't make you Huey Lewis in the news. For those that don't know me, my name is Idly. I'm the Retro Gaming Idol, and I'm also really adept at making really old references to things and really bad puns. Nice to meet you all. I say this 3 hours into this scene. So as we're making through all these checks right here, I want to take the time again to remind you all that we are doing this for charity. We are doing this for the Climate Change Lobby, which is a wonderful little place that's dedicated to enlightening people on the effects of really bad weather for... I did this out of order. think I actually goofed it a little bit. But you can find more information by using exclamation point BBCC in the chat. If you want to make a donation, we would greatly appreciate it. Please put it in under exclamation point donate. And you can also check out the rest of the runs with exclamation point schedule. And we greatly appreciate you being here in this wonderful marathon. Whether you're lurking, being active in chat, watching the VODs later on YouTube, we really appreciate you all. Hyper Ethers and Shops, hello. Okay, we're loaded now, it's fine. Sunshades too? Holy cow. Sunny Day Real Estate. Only thing I know of is Sunny D, the drink. So we've actually had all the fragments we need to finish the game right now, but we have enough free time in the seed without going over estimate to get all this stuff done. So yeah, the shops are pretty loaded. That's a lot of mana restore. And regular elixirs are fantastic too. A couple more bosses coming up in front of us before we get into the final area. Technically we can go into End of Time, dump all the fragments in the bucket, and just warp straight to the last boss fight, but we want to watch more Chrono Trigger, right? We still have time to do that before... Here. Meme time. Back scratching. You can go back to the previous town and scratch the news back in the magic room and get another tab out of it, but we don't need But you can go straight to the final boss fight without doing any of this right now. Where's the fun in that? That also puts us really underestimated. The other flea? Okay, I thought we fought you earlier. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Yeah, she's just everywhere, apparently. I guess she's like she-they, actually. More or less. That would be the most accurate. Okay, that does nothing. Fine. Well, that's definitely the last flea. Because we fought Flea Plus earlier, and then we fought the Team Rocket trio. So, he is officially gone. I think we can still run into Slash Plus? Slash or Slash Plus. Alright, so final dungeon check. We do not have to spend long on Stairwell to get the last checkpoints for Flare, so hey. You only need to do one of these, I've learned. But you can also run away from him too, because who cares? We're gonna grab the chests that are in the way. Like, we don't need any of them anymore, though, actually, now that I think about it. Because they're all gonna be tabs. Because in final dungeons, you do not get any fragments or any sort of key items, just always tabs. Actually, skip all this. Yeah, Zeal Kingdom is best music in gaming. That's why there's been so many remix albums. So we're going to take this encounter a few times and finish up our tech point grind right here. Alright, so also it's a good time to gear check too. So we have 2 silver studs, which I'm going to go ahead and swap over to here. We might find a gold stud on one of the final bosses. It's kind of common in my seeds. And having the ability to cast cheap magic and cheap heals is pretty important too. We might swap Ayla to Sunshades and then we'll just boost her with all the magic restoring items we found. Because Frog's kind of like hybrid healer DPS right now. Not enough for anyone. One more. Actually, we can get that on the way now. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the final dungeon, finish the game, watch the credits together so I can take a small stretch because it's been a while. And then we'll go ahead and reset the counter and then we'll time the incentive for feeding the kitty. Because I like timing that to see how long it actually takes. Like 10-11 minutes if I remember right. We got plenty of time though. I think that'll be the best way we can actually go about this. I really need to get up and stretch because it's been 3 hours. And y'all get to watch one of the best ending cutscenes of all, so it's fine, don't worry about it. Hey, a gold stud. There you go, problem solved. Now those freaking kicks don't cost much anymore, they're 5 instead of 20. That's great. Players will still cost 10, but that's fine. Told you we would find gold studs. I have a habit of that, honestly. This fight you can skip. This is the good fight to skip. Because scatters are annoying as all heck. Down we go. These next 3 fights you cannot skip, however. And since we don't have Dino Tail set up, it's going to be a little bit. Mostly on the last one, though. The rest of these aren't that bad. Hiya. Even by themselves, it does like 2,000 damage. The blackmail is nice. It would have been nice a lot earlier, though. For these, the amount of damage you need is that. If the cat attack will kill it. And then you can just deal with the rest of them. Cast Magic Missile and attack the darkness. Another gold stud, that's funny. I think we get a 3rd one here, actually. Alright, so we're going to cat attack the physical ones. We are going to water the blue one, then fire one the red one, and that'll be our 2 turns here. Everybody needs that one physical character, you know? Did you really cast that? Sure. Oh. Okay. That was a weird target, but sure. I guess it's gonna take a little bit longer than 2 turns then. No, it retargeted again. Game. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. This is such a bad scatter fight. Not gonna target the wrong thing now, are you? Okay, never mind. So I guess we're gonna get 2 golds and a silver. That's still good, though. So we can give the other gold to Luke, actually. These ones he can thankfully run from. Must have been one of the other enemies on the elevator floor that gave gold studs. But I'm not going to go back up there to find out which. You have to refight the whole elevator again if I remember right. I don't want to do that. Anyway. I wonder what that Blorabok sword we got earlier was. We'll never find out because we just sorted the inventory. Here's where the other slash went. Yeah, as usual, you cannot kill Slash with water magic, so you just have to beat him senseless with other stuff. Definitely not super explosive damage, but at the same time it doesn't cost anything. This fight is taking a long time though. But at least we're down to the first one. Yeah, nothing really special to talk about with this fight. You always get 2 of something. Used to be the Golem twins here, but obviously it's random. Howie! Rude. My goodness, as it died before the heal went off, so we can just go back to the shelter instead. Sadly, no third gold stud, but oh well. Pretty much the last time it's going to drop anything you can really equip. Belly mending. Don't do it, no, don't do it! Ah, you did it. So the ruby knife was actually the Massimian all along. But Lavos 1, it's going to go through a fixed attack pattern. So just do what you can to deal with it. But first round you can just get away with attacking, honestly. I'm guessing slash halves fire damage or something. That's just doing way too little compared to what it usually does. Next up is Obstacle. Obstacle is a ability that is an AoE status inflictor. The status is fixed every time it's cast, but it's determined when stage is randomized. Hopefully we get something good that isn't completely troll. Gonna keep our HP up here though, because I don't trust this game, honestly. We have status protection on 2 characters, so should be okay here. Never mind, we have it on everybody. Because we have 1 Prism Helm, 1 Nova Armor, then I guess the other one was just Amulet or something. Which I think I